right, welcome back, Hudson Raider wrestling fans. Today we got 3 duels. We're at the Somerset Quad, where you're going to see the Hudson Raiders take on first Baldwin Woodville, and then either Somerset, I'm guessing on the Somerset, and then followed by Glenwood City. We got 3 duels tonight. Hudson is going to start this quad, call it a mini tournament, out at 171 pounds, and it looks like they're gonna bump up our 160-pounder Nick Larson. And you're going to have to forgive me if I get the names wrong tonight, because they won't be announcing any names. I believe we are going to be seeing sophomore Hayden Dvorak for Somerset. But here we go. Somerset Quad, Hudson taking on Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. Larson goes ahead and scores the first 2 points of this 171-pound match against Dvorak. And it looks like we're going opposite scoreboards. Larson does cut him. Baldwin Woodville does have 4 forfeits listed on here, so maybe they're going to be forfeiting at 60. Hard to say. Or somewhere down the line, so they're bumping some kids up. Make sure they get some good matches. It's 4-2 now in favor of Larson. Now it's 6-2, 6-3. Larson working on some of his takedowns. Larson had another double leg. Finishes right to his back. Oh, looks like we got an injury. We did get the takedown, so it's 8-3 with 54 seconds left, but we will take a break for injury timeout. All right, here we are back. It turns out, and again, I'm guessing Hayden Dvorak out of Somerset. I'm talking about the wrong team. I apologize. That was, I believe, Justin Belisle out of Baldwin that is going to take the injury forfeit here. Looks like when Larson did take him down in that double to his back, he kind of hurt his left elbow, so he has forfeited. So Nick Larson of Hudson wins by injury default over, we believe, Justin Belisle of Baldwin City. That'll give your Raiders a 6-0 team score to take the early lead. Next up, it's going to bring 189 pounds, where I believe we're going to see, now again, we're guessing here, freshman Coleman Roscom out of Baldwin taking on senior Arthur Van Zandt out of Hudson. Hudson just fresh off a tournament down in Fond du Lac, the all-tough Marty Lloyd, 25 of the best, some of the best teams in the state. Arthur, if my memory serves me right, ended up 6th at the tournament. Raiders had 8 out of the 14 people placed in the top 6. But here we go, 189 pounds. We have Van Zandt taking on Roscom of Baldwin. Van Zandt does secure the first 2 points for a takedown and near fall, no near fall. Van Zandt looking for the arm bundle, does get it. And there it is. Arthur Van Zandt wins by fall over Coleman Roscom of Baldwin. That'll push the Raiders team score 12-0. And we'll also bring up 215 pounds. All right, Baldwin has 2 kids listed here, a junior and a freshman, so we'll try to listen to the crowd to see if we can hear who the Baldwin wrestler is at 215, but nonetheless, Hudson's going to bring out senior Nathan Eby. Oh, I guess they're going to forfeit the Eby. That'll bring the team score 18-0 now. They had 2 guys listed here. Not sure why they forfeited, but looks like they may be bumping up to 215. You know, this kid looks like he may go 215. Again, we don't know who it is, but Baldwin's going to bring a wrestler out for heavyweight, and we're going to bring out senior Clayton Truler for your Raiders. they say? The crowd say Cole.
Jake.
So after 3 matches, it's been very quickly through 3 matches. We had an injury default, about a 20-second pin, and a forfeit. Truler digging in, working inside, maybe looking for a bear hug here. I'd like to see him, if he gets both arms inside like that, drop down into a single or a double. He does drop into a single. Let's see if he can finish. Limp arms out and does. Truler scores the first 2 with a minute 23 to go in the first period over Baldwin. Now I thought I heard somebody in the crowd just yell Cole. If it is, that'd be freshman Cole Brathall out of Baldwin. Looks like he may be wrestling up from 215 to heavy. Baldwin figured he'd have better luck against our senior Truler instead of our senior Evie, I guess. Truler goes ahead and cuts him. 50 seconds ago, it's 2-1 now in favor of Truler. Truler's got to work back inside, pummel back inside, and get that inside position on the taller opponent. Truler's not real tall, but if he can pummel inside, he can get some leg attacks going on that taller opponent. Coming down to the final 15 seconds of this first period. Truler goes right to a trip, right to his back, skiers a takedown and near fall coming. And that's how the period's gonna end. Let's see how many back points he got. At least 2. He got 3 out of it. Truler will take a 7-1 lead into the second period. There it is. Now they got it on the board. It is indeed 7-1. Coleman, or Brathall, I'm sorry, has choice, will defer. Truler's going to start the second period on bottom. Truler pivoting up, getting to his feet, looking for hand control, gains it, takes an 8-1 lead now. Nice escape for Truler. Both wrestlers working collar tie now. Coaches are yelling at Clayton. There's a slide by. Clayton goes down into a single instead. Now he goes inside. Now he's looking for a bear hug, possibly do a trip here. He's got an inside trip. He get that leg in there. Now he looks for that inside trip. Now it's just a battle of who's stronger, who wants it more. There it is with that inside trip. Truler takes a 10-1 lead. Near fall coming. Truler looking to finish it with a fall. Boy, she looks close from here. There it is. Clayton Truler of Hudson wins by fall over Cole Brathall of Baldwin. That'll bring the team score 24-0 in favor of your Raiders. It'll bring up 103 pounds where the program here says forfeit for the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's see if they indeed forfeit or if they bring somebody out. I don't see anybody getting ready at 3. I think we're going to see Jordan Baumgartner, senior out of Hudson. Nope. This guy looks like a 12. No, he might be a 3. I think he's a 12. And indeed they do. Baldwin does forfeit to Baumgartner. That'll push the Raider lead 30-0 now. Bring up 112 pounds where I believe we're going to see sophomore Jordan Smith out of Baldwin taking on freshman Nick Nelson for the Raiders. 112 pounds. Duel going by very quickly. Nelson looking for a shot here, doesn't quite get the penetration he needed. Take that shot. Now Nelson secures the first 2 points, takes a 2-0 lead with 1.5 minutes to go in this first period at 112 pounds. Nelson looking for an arm bar, trying to control hands. Maybe looking for a tilt or dig something out. He's looking to try to bar him up. Trying to secure that arm. Smith doing a good job of fighting that off. Smith goes to a short sit. Nelson looks for a half. Smith almost makes a mistake by reaching back. Smith tried to capitalize on it with a half. Now Smith's running a half. Oh, and we got a whistle. We're going to get a restart with 42 seconds to go in the first. 2-0 in favor of Nelson over Smith of Baldwin. Now Smith has got that bar in deep. Just slow down, take his time. He doesn't have a far wrist control, but he does turn them. Got to sit back, get perpendicular here. Near fall is coming. Smith looking for a fall. He's got 22 seconds to get it. Oh, there it is. All right. Nick Nelson of Hudson wins by fall over Jordan Smith of Baldwin. That'll extend the lead 36-0 now, bringing up 119 pounds, where Baldwin does have a wrestler listed. Looks like Baldwin's going to send out Michael Woldiga, freshman out of Baldwin, to take on junior Gordon Johnson for your Raiders. Johnson had a nice Marty Lloyd tournament, ended up in 3rd place. Every bracket down at the Marty Lloyd is very, very tough, full of ranked kids. Each bracket's probably got a minimum of 5 kids, 5 to 8, 5 to 10 kids that are ranked across the state. Here we go, 119 pounds. Johnson looking for that single he likes, gets it, takes a 2-0 lead. Johnson does have hand control. Johnson looking for a leg Turk. Almost has it. Does, if he can now look for that half. Now Johnson throws in the leg. Now he's going to look for that cross body ride with that leg Turk. Johnson's got to come under the chin to that far shoulder. Trying to do that. There he gets it. Ref is saying still not past that 45. You can. And no near fall out of that. Still 2-0 with 50 seconds to go in the first. Johnson maybe looking to dig out an arm here. And we're going to get a restart for headgear. Wouldn't surprise me if Johnson cuts him here. 46 seconds to go in the first. See if he can score another, and does. It'll be 2-1 now. Johnson looking to get some more work on his feet. Hopefully he's looking for a takedown right to his back. Something that some of our Raiders are pretty good at, looking for all the time, and others really need to work on. It's a big, big move. You take a takedown right to his back. Let's look. It was right there. There was a half Nelson right there that Johnson could have been looking for, but he just didn't go for it. Nonetheless, it's a 4-1 lead for Johnson. Johnson does have a bar in, trying to turn him in, and they're going to go out of bounds with 27 seconds left. Cut him again, I would. See what he does. Nope. Looks like he's going to try to ride him out the final 27, see if he can get a turn. Stalling on Baldwin, Woldiga. And that's how the first period is going to end. 4-1 lead for Johnson. Johnson's choice, he will defer. Baldwin is going to choose top. Well, that's got to tell Johnson something. Either he's a leg rider or a cradler, or there's a reason why he chose top. And it doesn't matter. Johnson goes, doesn't have the reversal yet. Looking for it, right to his back. Does get the reversal, takes a 6-1 lead now. Still no near fall. There, nope. Ref still saying we're not past that 45. Now Johnson slips off the legs, goes to the head. Now we have near fall and a minute 23 to go. Johnson looking for the fall. Johnson's got to settle back here. He's a little high. He's got to get his chest down there, chest to chest. There he adjusted a little bit. There it is. Gordon Johnson of Hudson wins by fall over Michael Woldiga of Baldwin. That'll push the team score 42-0 now for the Raiders. Brings up 125 pounds, where I don't see anybody listed at 125 or 30 for Baldwin. I see Wire over there. They have him listed at 140, so he could be wrestling at 30. We'll see what happens. And we do get a forfeit at 125, so Tanner Owens wins by forfeit. Let's see if they do have a 30-pounder. It's not looking that way. And Austin Koski takes a forfeit for the Raiders. So 135, we got Collier. They do have a wrestler listed at 35. And they're gonna forfeit 35 also. That'll bring, after all those 3 forfeits in a row, that brings the team score 60-0. Brings up 140 pounds, where we should have a good match here. Zach Wire out of Baldwin is the 7th ranked wrestler at 140 pounds, in Division II, taking on Ryan Smith for your Raiders. Should be a good matchup. Schmitty is unranked at this point in the season, but wrestling well enough to maybe get a consideration for honorable mention. Smith, oh, he has it. Oh. And there's the takedown. Wire takes a 2-0 lead. Very close there. Schmitty was very, very close to getting Wire on his back and securing the takedown. Approaching a minute left in this first period. Since securing the first takedown, Wire hasn't tried much of anything. Schmitty's got to get to his base, though. He can't stay flat on his belly. For one, it tires you out and allows the top guy to beat on you. Approaching the final we are under the final 30 seconds of this first period. Schmitty's got to get to his base and get out of there. He's only down by a takedown. Wire has not even come close to any tilts, any near falls at all. What he is doing, though, looks to be tying up Schmitty pretty good, so he cannot get to his base. Now Schmitty's trying to get up to his base. That's how the first period is going to end. Nope. They hit him a little too early. 3 seconds left in the period. Schmidt up to his feet quickly. Oh, doesn't get out. Nice try, though. Schmidt will have choice and defers. Wire will probably go down, and does. And Wire escapes, makes it a 3. Oh, that was a. Makes it 5. 5-0 now. That was a very cheap takedown on Schmidt's part. There he goes. Now he's coming up. That's better. Oh, they didn't give him the escape, so it is only 4-0 in favor of Wire over Schmidt. Well, Schmidt's got to explode right out of here. Got to get up to his feet. And he does. Nice. He's looking for hand control. Wire looking to bar up Schmidt. Schmidt looking to go to a short sit, gain some hand control, gets to his feet. Got to try to circle back in. And out of bounds we go at 58 seconds. Still 4-0 in favor of Wire. Five seconds to go in the second, still 4-0. Wire unable to turn Schmidt, and Schmidt unable to get to his feet and get out of there. Wire looking to bar him up. Not much going on. If I was a ref, I think I'd have gave it a double stalling on that. Schmidt has choice, chooses neutral with 2 minutes to go. He's only down by 4 points. By no means is it over. Schmidt looks for a low single. He's got to come up. And we get potentially dangerous. It's a nice spot, but Schmidt's got to get his hips in there. Now Wire tries a low single and see if he can finish. And he does. Takes a 6-0 lead. We're trying to get a leg turk going. Unable. Approaching a minute to go in the third. That was pretty big and quiet, but not much to talk about. Both wrestlers really not doing much. Ref telling Schmidt to to get moving. No stallings have been called yet. We're looking for a half. Now Schmidt gets up to his feet and Wire takes him right back to the mat. 19 seconds to go in the third. Get a restart in the center of the mat. See if Ryan get a moral victory here and explode out of there and get an escape.
You guys gonna get Glenn Woods in your head.
Schmidt does come up. See if he can gain some hand control and stay on his feet. Nice. Very well done. 6-1 now. You know, a big 5-point throw here. We got a tied match. Go for it. No, don't even worry about the takedown. Go for a throw. And that's how it ends. Zach Wire of Baldwin wins by a score of 6-1 over Ryan Smith. That's going to give Baldwin their first team points to this duel. Making the score 60-3 now. Brings up 145 pounds. Or I think we're going to see Tyler Wire. Yeah, it is Tyler Wire. We're going to see freshman Tyler Wire at 145 pounds for Baldwin, taking on senior Phil Bates. I've seen Tyler do a bunch of wrestling in the youth ranks, but I have not seen him at the varsity level yet. Out of bounds we go. Both wrestlers trying to work for position. Looks like Wire's strategy might be trying to tie up Bates and slow him down a little bit to try to keep it close. Phil's got to realize that. Phil in on the front head. He's got to get his head on the other side. If you get his head on the other side, you have a chance of scoring. And we get a stalemate. Minute 4 to go in the first, still no score, 145 pounds. Phil looks for a duck. Phil's got to quit tying up with him. Wire looks like all he wants to do is tie up and slow him down. Bates has got to realize that, get some motion going, take some shots. Wire looks for a Kelly. Still no score, 23 seconds to go. Now Bates takes a look at his shot, but at the end of the period does not score. So we go into the second, 0-0. Wire has choice. We'll start the second on bottom. Bates looking for a 2-on-1 tilt here, it looks like. Now Bates looking for a half. Both wrestlers on their feet. Bates has got to do something or he's going to get a stalling call. And out of bounds we go with 1:22 left in the second period. Bates takes him back down, looking to bar him up. Bates does have far wrist control. He could be able to work this into a bar. He keeps the forward pressure on him. Bates does have it in. He's got to be careful. And there's the escape by Wire. 1-0 now in favor of Wire. 48 seconds to go in the first. And out of bounds we go. Bates is down to the final 15 seconds. He really needs to score here on this freshman. He's played right into Wire's game plan. Wire's game plan, to me, is tie up Bates and slow him down. And that's exactly what he's done for 4 minutes. Duck right there. All right, here we go, the third period. Bates is trailing by a score of 1-0. We'll start on the bottom, start the third period. Bates to his feet quickly. Bates looking for a cheap locked hands there. Doesn't work. Wire is a freshman, but a very seasoned freshman. And we get a stalling call by Wire, on Wire I should say, and the locked hands. That ties it up at 1-1 with 1:36 to go in the third. Phil's relied on that little trick ever since I've known him. To get on his feet, can't get away, and the guy's got his hands locked around his waist, so go to his butt, try to get that locked hands call. Bates up quickly. Bates does have hand control. Now, if you see him turn around looking for a switch. Doesn't get it, but does get the escape. Takes a 2-1 lead. In on a shot. He can circle. Now he's got a circle. Circle. He's got a circle out to his right. Bill's got to get going here. Now he can come up with that single. Let's see if he can finish. And out of the bounds we go. Bill looks for a shot, kind of a half shot. Bill's got to be careful on those sidelines. He kind of gave up there. Could very easily give up a cheap takedown like that. You don't give up or let up till that ref blows the whistle. Bill's not in a good position here. Wire trying to come around to squeak out the win here. Bill's got to be very, very careful here. Can't give that up. And doesn't. We get neutral with 11 seconds to go. Bates goes, secures the takedown and near fall. And we did get 2 near fall. Boy, that was way closer than I think that match should have been. Ends up, should be 6-1 in favor of Bates. Pushing the Raider lead to 63-3 now. Also brings up 152 pounds, where it looks like supposed to be Kyle Crane coming out, but they are going to put Dima Hawksford in for Crane at 52 to take on, I believe, junior Caleb Irwin. Freshman Dima Hawksford is going to get his first varsity match experience of his high school career. And they look to be possibly bumping up Crane to take on one of 3 listed for Baldwin. Not sure who he'll have. All right, Dima Hawksford's very first varsity experience. Taking on, I believe, junior Caleb Irwin out of Baldwin. Somerset coach is over, I think, talking about that close takedown by his wrestler at 145, Wire, trying to get an explanation on why he didn't get it, or possibly the locked hands call. Two weight classes left, 152 and 160. All right, the ref is still over there talking, or the Somerset Baldwin coach. I'll get it right. And they're starting to head to the mat. All right, here we go, 152 pounds. Again, Dima Hawksford getting his very first varsity experience, taking on Caleb Irwin out of Baldwin. Dima did have a good weekend. He did win his bracket at the JV portion of the Marty Loy. Dima looking for a front hit here. He's got to be careful. Goes right to his back, but he tries to muscle his way through. Doesn't work. We did give up a takedown and 2 near fall. Oxford is down by a score of 4-0 now. Oxford tried to rely on some of his strength instead of technique, and it cost him. A lot of wrestling to go. Needs to get up and get out of here. Team up to his feet, looking for hand control. Does get it, 4-1 now in favor of Irwin. Irwin looking for a single. Hawksford trying to muscle him again. Out-muscling in a JV match is a whole lot different than trying to out-muscle somebody in a varsity match. Oxford looking for a Russian. See if he can take this down into a single. He tries. Now he's looking to try to get into another single, and out of bounds they go. Oxford tries to just come shooting in. There he goes. Now he's got a nice looking shot attempt. See if he can finish. Does secure the takedown. Narrows it up to 4-3 now. Now he's got near fall coming. Oxford with a cradle. And that's the end of the period. We should have gotten 3 near fall though. Let's see what we get. They don't have the takedown scored or near fall, has not been indicated yet. Scoreboard still says 4-1. For sure it's 4-3, regardless of any near fall. And we got 3 near fall. So that was a 5-point move. Should be 6-4 now. And there it is, 6-4 going into the second in favor of Hoxford. Irwin is going to choose top. Got a caution on red. Gotta go belly, chest, elbow. Hoxford up to his feet, looking for hand control again. Trying to come back around. Trying to get a nice little scramble here. He can swim back around, looking for a reversal. Gotta get off his hip. Stay off that hip. Now he's got to come out the back door. Stay in bounds. There it is, 2. Nicely done by Dima. 8-4 now with 1:35 to go in the second. Dima does cut him. Yep. 8-5 in favor of Hoxford. Hoxford goes in looking for a single. He's got circle, 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 and cover. Keep that, nicely done. Does secure the takedown, 10-5, near fall coming. Hoxford looking for the fall. Now he's got to sit this out. He's got to grab the elbow. Grab the elbow, grab the head. Now he's working for it. There we go. There it is. Dima Hoxford of Hudson wins by fall over Caleb Irwin of Baldwin. That'll bring the score 69-3, brings up 160 pounds. Where we figured from the beginning when they started off the match by bumping up Larson, they're bumping up Crane from 152 to 160 to take on one of 3 wrestlers for Baldwin. I don't know which one it is. We'll try to listen. My guess is it's junior Alex Klopp. But here we go, final match of this duel. Crane bumps up to 160, taking on Baldwin. Klopp comes charging in. Crane goes in looking for a high crotch. Secures the first 2 points of this match. 2-0. My guess is Crane's going to cut him. Does. 2-1 now. Crane goes in looking for a low single. Crane has not secured the 2 yet. Now he does. 4-1, 56 seconds. Probably cut him again. And does. 4-2. Crane looks for a slide by into a McCarty. Gains the takedown, 6-2 now. Cuts him, 6-3 with 26 seconds to go. In on a single, looks for the dump, gets it. 8-3 now. Down under 20 seconds, he'll probably ride him out or look for some near fall. And that is how the first period is going to end. Crane will take an 8-3 lead into the second. Baldwin will defer. Crane chooses neutral to start the second. Clap comes in, Crane looks for the slide by, looks for another reshot, looking for the slide by again. And out of the bounds we go. Crane goes in looking for that single. Clap looking to pick an ankle. Crane should switch off into it. He does into the single and dumps. Makes it 10-3 now. All right, that's 5 takedowns now for Crane. Let's see if he goes for a pinning combination. Nope, cuts him again. Crane goes into the slide by, makes it 12-4. Cuts him again, 12-5 now. Goes in looking for that single again, looking for a dump. Does. 14-5. Now let's see if that's the end of it and tries to finish it with a fall. Crane does have the legs in, looking for a power half here. He's got 30-some seconds. This should end it for Crane. He's got to roll his hips up now. Does. There it is. I do hear the crowd yelling Alex, so it is Alex Klopp. And that's how the second's going to end. Crane does get 3 near fall. It's going to make it 17-5 now. Crane's looking for the fall. He's got to be careful with a 12-point lead. Crane will cut him, so it'll be 17-6. Look for something right to his back. Or it's a third period. They chose neutral. I apologize. Let's look for a high crotch right to his back. $19-5 now. See if Crane gets out of bounds and gets a restart. And does. I think Hansen just told Crane to pin him. He has a 14-point lead, so any other points would be a tech fall. He's looking for the pin, I think. Crane's got a 2-on-1. See what he tries to do with this. Looking for the leg turk. Now he's looking to cradle it up, possibly. Working that cradle in there nicely. Looking to finish with the fall. Crane's got to keep this pinning combination or he's going to get a tech fall. Ah, he doesn't get it. Not happy. That is how it's going to end. Crane wins by a score of 22-5. That brings the official score 74-3 for your Raiders over Baldwin Woodville. Looks like we may be having an exhibition match. That's the end of it. We're going to take a break out of here. Final score of the Raider duel against Baldwin was 74-3. Next up, I'm not sure, either Somerset or Glenwood City. See you shortly. Featuring your Hudson Raiders against the Glenwood City Hilltoppers. First, we're starting this duel at 189 pounds, where we are going to see senior Jordan Bartz out of Glenwood City taking on senior Arthur Van Zandt for your Raiders. Again, 189 pounds, second duel. As you just have seen or may not have seen, depending on how they broadcast it, your Raiders started out this quad with a 74-3 victory, and Glenwood City started off with a 42-27 victory over Somerset. Van Zandt does score the first 2 points, takes a 2-0 lead, minute 18 to go in the first. Van Zandt looking for a little ball and chain there. And out of bounds we go with a minute 5 to go in the second. Which one's up? Van Zandt does let Bartz go, so it's 2-1 now with 50 seconds to go. Van Zandt looking for another takedown, gets it, looking to take him right to his back. Should get near fall at least, if not the fall. Oh! We did get 2 near falls, so it'll be 6-1 now with 40 seconds to go in the first. 189 pounds. Van Zandt looking for near fall again. He's got to be careful not to give up the reversal, but does give up one. Van Zandt secures another takedown with a throw, making it 8-2. Right on the edge of the mat, so near fall is going to be difficult. And we get a restart. 18 seconds to go in the first. All right, now Arthur's just got to ride him out or try to tip him for a couple with 18 seconds remaining in the first period. And we get a caution. I believe Glenwood City is red. We were green in the first duel. We haven't changed mats, so I'm guessing we're green again. Go sit with ours. Go sit with our cheerleaders. Go sit down. And that is exactly what Mr. Van Zandt does. Rides him out the final 18 seconds and takes an 8-2 lead into the second period. Looks like Bartz out of Glenwood will have choice. Defers. Van Zandt's going to choose neutral.
There's over there. I should get
Sit with the Hudson girls. All right, here we are in second period. Van Zandt looking to extend his lead for me to write stuff on. Van Zandt looking into a single into a trip, gets it, 10-2. Bart's looking for a reversal. I need that. Arthur looking for a leg cradle. Gets a little sloppy, does give up the reversal, 10-4 now. Van Zandt for at least going to get the escape, does, 11-4. Goes right into a fireman's, doesn't quite finish. Bartz does a nice job of countering that fireman's carry. No points scored, still 12-3. Arthur looking for a low single. He's got to come up now. Get his left arm in so he can cover. He needs to sit back on that ankle when he turns. Now we get into scramble, each wrestler having the ankles. See if Arth can turn into this. And we're going to get a stalemate with 22 seconds to go. Arthur's got the double underhook going. See if he tries to throw him. Does secure the 2 with near fall coming. Should have got a 2 count. Nope, we didn't get a 2 count. We did get the takedown. So Vincent will take a 14-2 lead in the third and final period of this opening match between the Raiders and Glenwood City. Art will start the third on bottom. Art goes to a sit. Looking to roll through and catch his head on that roll. Oh, he's high. Glenwood City kid's high. Arthur does recognize it now, looks for the head. He's unable to dump him over. He should be able to come out the back door. Art trying to walk into him now and turn. Arthur does still have a hold of that head, looking for almost right into a cradle here. Does get the reversal. 16-3 now. Vincent's 3 points away from a tech fall with 1:20 to go. Art looking, I think, probably for a restart. Gets it with 1:04 to go and a 13-point lead. All right, if Art turns him again, he's got to pin him here. If he's looking for the fall, which I know every Hudson wrestler is looking for the fall. Most team points you can possibly score for your team. Bartz goes to looking for a sit out. Vincent covers. Looking to gain some wrist control. Bart's looking to sit out. Vincent trying to cover his hips. See what Art tries to do out of this.
Go with it.
Now Vincent possibly looking to do the leg cradle. Nope. Vincent does have the legs in. See if he can get that cross body ride into a tilt. And that's how it ends. Arthur Vincent of Hudson wins by a score of 16-3 over Jordan Bartz of Glenwood City. That's a major decision by Vincent, which will give the Raiders a 4-0 lead going into 215 pounds.
Go with it, Bobby, go!
All right, next up, 215 pounds, we're going to see Matthew Steinberger, senior, out of Glenwood City, taking on senior Nathan Eby. Eby got a forfeit in the first match, so he's 1-0. You just seen Arthur. He is 2-0 so far. Eby going, looking for a cradle right off the takedown. Got to wrap this up. Does secure the 2, looking for the fall. Come on, Nathan, stay with it. He's got lots of time. He needs to stay with this cradle. We had some girls obscure view, so there's some near fall for sure coming. Now Eby's got it in. See if he can finish it. Yeah, there it is. Nathan Eby of Hudson wins by a fall over Matthew Steinberger of Glenwood City. That'll push the Raider lead 10-0 into the 215 pounds. I take that back. I had the wrong wrestler out there for Glenwood City. That was junior Jake Monkwitz. Now we're going to see senior Matthew Steinberger out of Glenwood City. Senior taking on senior Clayton Truler. Boy, we got the typical David and Goliath here. The Steinberger is a good 2 feet taller than Truler, it looks like. That just means there's a lot of leg there for Truler to attack. Truler's almost looking at his belly button. I'd like to see Truler again pummel inside and look to drop down into a single. I don't know if he's quite quick enough to shoot from the outside or a tie-up. He's got to get pummel inside now. Clayton does like this lat drop, but this kid is way bigger. I hope he does not try it.
30 seconds. Go with it.
Now, Truler in with the underhook. Be careful here. If Steinberger does try to outmuscle him, he does have the size on him, so you've got to be careful and stay in good position. Steinberger looking for a bump slide by. Approaching the final 30 seconds of this first period, 285-pound heavyweight match. Both the big guys basically just standing in the center pummeling the first 2 minutes of this match. Let's see what happens when we go down to the mat. Steinberger looking for that bump slide by again. Truler looking for his own. That's how the first ends, 0-0 into the second. Steinberger's choice out of Glenwood will defer. Truler's going to start the second on bottom. Seconds into the second. Now Steinberger's looking for a cradle on Truler. Truler's got to be careful here. He's got to be really careful here. He's got to break this hand. Nicely done by Truler. Breaks the grip of the cradle. Clayton gets his left leg up, trying to come up. Does. He's got to pick hands, get an under. Oh, if he could have came in with that left hand with an underhook to stand him up. Steinberger looking for a power half. This could be good if Truler can limp arm out of this with his right arm. He'll get a reversal. And he gets the reversal, just like we said. 2-0 now in favor of Truler. Now see if Clayton can keep this big guy in the mat. Clayton looking for a crossface. They're looking to gain some hand control, maybe turn it into an arm bundle. He's got to be careful here. His right arm's out in front of that right armpit. There he goes, trying to dig that back in. He's got to be careful for the fat man roll. And that's how the second period ends. Truler will take a 2-0 lead into the third. Steinenberger will have choice in the third. See if he chooses bottom. Nope, he's going to choose neutral. Takedown would tie it if Steinenberger is successful. Truler looking to maybe put a Russian in. Steinenberger looking for that bump slide by again. Truler looking for a slide by right into a single. Nice shot attempt, nice setup by Truler. Out of the bounds we go. Steinenberger looks for that slide by again. Ooh, Steinenberger looking, trying to run a front head on Truler. He's trying to get him to the mat. Now he drops into a single. Truler does a nice job of fighting it off. Now he's looking for his own front head. Come down to the mat. Got to bring him down to the mat. He tried to go down to the mat. Oh, he's got to hip in, keep his legs back. You can get head pressure on. And the restart we get with 43 seconds to go. Truler has a underhook. Steinenberger. And we don't get the two. Nice reshot out of Truler. Steinenberger was looking for possibly a head and arm. 33 seconds to go. Now Clayton's just got to stay in good position here and wait for Steinenberger to make a mistake, then capitalize on it. Clayton does not have to press the action. A 2-0 lead's a pretty decent lead in the heavyweight division. Clayton doing a nice job of pummeling in, staying in good position. Under 10 seconds. We're going to get a desperation throw here probably pretty quick. Truler's got to be careful. And there it is. Clayton Truler of Hudson wins by a score of 2-0. Matthew Steinenberger of Glenwood City. That brings the team score 13-0 now in favor of your Raiders. It's going to bring up 103 pounds where we're going to see freshman Riley Knops out of Glenwood City taking on senior Jordan Baumgartner for your Raiders. All right, here we go, 103.
Go back. Shoot your head.
Knops, nice looking duck under right on the edge of the mat. Baumgartner's got to be careful of that. Baumgartner's got to come off of a Kelly when he gets down here. He gets down here a lot with his head down. Start working a Kelly from here. Now he's looking for a short drag. And out of the bounds we go with 1:15 left. Baumgartner in looking for a single, and we get potentially dangerous. Baumgartner trying to stack them up to go down into a single or double.
Good choice, Green.
31 seconds to go in the first. Come on, Jordan, let's see you get a takedown here. Set something up. Set a shot up. So far, Knops has been the aggressor of this match. Out of bounds we go again. Knops goes in for another looking shot. Baumgartner's on his hip. He's got to be awful careful here. And there is two right at the end of the match. Baumgartner goes to his hip and tries to outmuscle the freshman. All right, here we go, second period. Knops up, scored 2-0 over Baumgartner. Baumgartner trying to get the legs in. The most we can hope is a potentially dangerous, and we do. We get it. Okay, restart. Minute 47, still 2-0 in favor of Knops. Knops looking for a switch. Baumgartner trying to cover, and does. And potentially dangerous again. Minute 16 to go. Baumgartner goes to the far ankle. Knops tries to switch again. Baumgartner possibly looking for a tilt, but he's on his hip. Now he gets back off. Now he's looking for McCarty. Should get it here. He's got to come back up and cover. Oh, and he goes for a head throw. Gives up a reversal. Now down by a score of 4-0 with 35 seconds to go in the second. Oh, I take that back. They have not given the reversal yet. As you can see, Baumgartner still does have a leg. Now they give him two. Now it's 4-0. I don't know what the ref's seen any different than was 30 seconds ago. Baumgartner looking for his own reversal. Then we get a potentially dangerous. All right, we got 7 seconds to go. Baumgartner's got to get out of here and score before the end of this period. He is high. See if he can finish this. Not enough time. So to the third we go. Baumgartner trails by a score of 4-0 to the freshman out of Glenwood City. Knopf's looking to possibly try to bar up Baumgartner. Baumgartner goes to his hip. He's got to be careful of the cradle here. Here comes the cradle attempt. Baumgartner does have the head. Knops is a little high. Trying to get the escape. He's going to look for a throw here. I know he is. Doesn't work. Baumgartner looking for maybe a Granby here, but he's running out of time. We're down to 36 seconds to go. Baumgartner looking to come out the back door, but it may be a little too late. We're down to 15 seconds. Knopp is just hanging on. Baumgartner does get the reversal, but he's got 9 seconds to try to turn him. And that is how it ends. Riley Knops wins by a score of 4-2 over Jordan Baumgartner. That is going to give Glenwood City their first team points of this duel, making the score 13-3 now in favor of your Raiders. Brings up 112 pounds, where we're going to see senior Cody Olkey out of Glenwood City taking on freshman Nick Nelson for your Raiders. All right, let's see if Nelson can get the Raiders back on the winning track here. Out of bounds we go. Glenwood looks for a single. Nelson does a nice job of countering. Nelson looking for a sweep and single. Okie trying to come in. Nelson trying to go with the slide by. He's got to take him to the mat and finish. He's got to finish. Finish. Oh, man, you get in that position, you got to score. That's a gimme 2 points. You can't let that go by. Down to 35 seconds to go. Still no score in this 112-pound match. Okie comes in looking for another single. No. Nelson looking for a head and arm at the end of the match. Nelson's got to get some reshots going on that Okie single leg attempt. He gets all sprawled out, gets extended. Okie will start the second. No score. 112 pounds. Okie looking for a switch. Nelson covers. Nelson looking to dig an arm out here. Got a deep waist in, looking for a tilt for a stack. Now Nelson looking to, or Okie looking to come out the back door. Nelson covers again. Nelson's got to take him back to the mat. He was unsuccessful last time and unsuccessful again. Okie does get a 1-0 lead, escape, and right in on the reshot. Nelson trying to come heavy with his hips. Not in a good position right here. Oh! And does get out of it at the edge of the mat. "45 seconds go in the seconds. Still 1-0 in favor of Okie out of Glenwood City. Out of bounds we go. Nelson in on a single, no setup, but he's trying to finish it right on the edge of the mat. Now he can drive into him. Now drive into him. Drive into him. Drop his hips and drive in. And Okie does the right thing and scoots out of bounds. 5 seconds to go in the second. That's how the second ends. Okie takes a 1-0 lead. Nelson will start the third on the bottom, though. All right, Nelson's got to get up and get out of here. Tie this match up, one apiece. Okie throwing the legs in. Nelson got belly down. Okie's high. Got to bring that head. He's got to bring it hard. And does get the escape. 1-1 now with 1:45 to go in this match. 112 pounds. See if Nelson get a setup for a nice shot here. He's had some half-hearted attempts at a single, but he's had no setup. And we're going to have a timeout for blood. All right, here we are back after that blood time. Still 1-1 with 1:17 to go in the third. All knotted up here at 112 pounds. Now Okie's whole setup has been a collar tie right into a single, but he gets extended on it. And there's that extended single. Nelson looking to cradle here. He's getting too high. He's looking for the roll. He's not in position for that roll. He's got to drive out of bounds. Okie does give up the takedown with 40 seconds to go in the third. All right, Nelson's got to get busy here. Up and out, and then get his own reshot right off the escape. Okie looking for a cradle. Nelson pretty good position to defend the cradle. Now he's not in good position. And he breaks it. Okie looking to throw the legs in. He's got to tripod up and look for his head. Oh, come back up again. Tripod up. Nelson looking for a reversal here. If he can turn into him. He's got to hurry. He's got to hurry. He's not going to get it. And that's how it ends. Cody Oakey of Glenwood City wins by a score of 3-1 over Nick Nelson. That'll bring the team score 13-6 now in favor of your Raiders. Going to bring up one of the better matches of the night. We're going to have 12th ranked freshman Austin Moe taking on 6th ranked Ryan Johnson for your Raiders. Should be a good match. All right, here we go. 119 pounds. Raiders still have a 13-6 lead in this team duel. See if Gordon gets that single going. Yeah, he's looking for it. Moe does a nice job of defending. Gordon's going to try to come out the back door. He's got to sit back on those ankles. Johnson trying to finish and does. Takes a 2-0 lead with 1:38 to go in the first. Johnson's going to cut him and does. 2-1 now in favor of Johnson. Moe comes in looking for a shot. Johnson's going to come in with that single. He likes that single to that left leg, leading with his right leg. Been very effective for him so far this year. Now he comes in, there's that shot we were just talking about. Changes it into a double. Moe does have a wizard in. No takedown awarded yet. And we're going to get a restart. 40 seconds to go in the first. Gordon getting a little motion going, looking for a single again, and out of bounds we go. I think Johnson's got to be a little bit closer on his shots. Moe is a quick wrestler. Gordon's got to close that distance. Can't take the shot from 5 feet away. Allows Moe to sprawl out on him. He's just a little bit too far away. Johnson in, or Moe in right on his own reshot. See if Johnson can score, and does. Takes a 4-1 lead right at the end of the first. And Johnson looking for the fall, and we get 2 near falls. 6-1. Moe looks to be hurt. He kind of looked like he got hurt during the takedown. Referee obviously didn't see it. Johnson turned him for 2 near fall. Johnson will take a 6-1 lead into the second, and we'll take a break for an injury time. Oh, I guess we are going to injury default there. Ryan Johnson of Hudson wins by an injury default over Austin Moe of Glenwood City. Austin kind of looked like he tweaked his left shoulder during the process of that last takedown. So we hope he is okay. So Gordon Johnson wins by injury forfeit. That will extend the Raider lead to 19-6. It brings up 125 pounds, where we're going to see sophomore Adam Holmquist for Glenwood City taking on sophomore Tanner Owens for your Raiders. Wrestlers just collar tying, trying to get a setup off that collar tie. Now Tanner goes in for a fireman, see if he can cover right to his back. He's got to keep coming with that, keep coming with that. Does get it, takes 2-0 lead with a minute to go in the first. Tanner throws it in the legs, trying to turn them. Owen's unable to get any near fall out of that. Still got the legs in, and we're going to get a stalemate with 33 seconds to go in the first. Holmquist looking for a switch. Owens does the wise thing and cuts him. 2-1 now in favor of Owens. Owens got that underhook, possibly looking for that fireman's again. Now he works into a collar tie. Holmquist kind of makes a slap shot at a single. And that's how the first ends. 2-1 in favor of Owens. Holmquist has choice. Gonna defer. Owens will go down to start the second. 125 pounds. Owens up to his feet quickly, looking for a switch. Doesn't get it, but he stays right in a nice base. Holmquist riding hard on that right shoulder of Owens. Tanner again looking for a switch. Owens looking to come out the back door. Owens got to come around now and cover to get to reversal. Holmquist does have a hold of Tanner's left arm and right arm. I don't know if he's going to be able to cover. Tanner's got to go to the ankle. There he goes. Now keep coming around and hook the left leg. Now he's got it hooked. There he goes. Should be able to secure the two here. And he does. 4-1 now with a minute to go in the second period. Holmquist again tries to sit out. Tanner trying to stay with him and does. Owens goes right back to the legs. He's got to break him down. Holmquist trying to cover with his hips for his own reversal. Owens has still got a leg here. No change of control yet. And we're going to get potentially dangerous possibly. Now Owens has got to creep up with his own hips and try to cover. Try to get that left leg out. And no change of control. Still 4-1 going into the third in favor of Owens. Holmquist will have choice. Probably choose neutral. Nope, he's going to choose down. Caution on Owens, first one. Looking to possibly put those legs again. Holmquist trying to block that. Almost got it in. Holmquist looking for the ankle. Looks like he does have Owens here. They got to watch potentially dangerous here. Now Tanner's got the leg in. Minute 26 to go in the third. Going to go to work, trying to run the power half. Owen's looking for a power half. Owen's still running the power half. And we get a stalemate with a minute 1 to go in the third period. Owens goes to a deep waist ankle. Holmquist trying to switch on this hip. Tanner doing a nice job of covering. Tanner could possibly work up into a half right there. Tanner goes back to the legs again. Holmquist looks for the switch again. And does get it. Owens got to be real careful here. It is 4-3 now in favor of, oh no, we got 2 near fall. It is 5-4 now in favor of Holmquist. Owens is down by a point with 28 seconds to go. Little mistake like that cost Owens 3 points. He still got plenty of time to get an escape and a takedown. Minimal the escape to tie this up. Owens up to his feet. He's got to get the escape, not worry about the reversal. Come on, Terry, you got the escape. Forget about the reversal. Get your 1. 22 seconds ago. Tanner's got to get going. He's got 10 seconds to go. He's got to keep moving. He's got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Oh, and that's how it ends. Adam Holmquist of Glenwood City wins by a score of 5-4 over Tanner Owens. That's going to bring the team score 19-9 now, brings up 130 pounds. Where we're going to see junior Steve Keeley taking on freshman Austin Koski for your Raiders. Boy, Tanner controlled that whole match. That's what happens when you keep the match close. Anything can happen. One little mistake. All right, let's see if Koski can get us back on the winning track here. Koski in on a single. Keeley doing a nice job of countering. Koski just got to hang on and hope for a stalemate here. Koski got to stay off his hip. All right, now he's got to come up with that, try to work it into a double. Now into a double. Now into a double. Nicely done. Right to his back, right to a half. Yeah! There we go. Austin Koski wins by a fall over Steve Keeley of Glenwood City. That's going to bring the team score 25-9 now, bringing up 140 pounds, where we're going to see senior Zach Steinkamp out of Glenwood City taking on sophomore Colia Hawksford for your Raiders. We may be getting a forfeit here.
Look at my tummy.
Cool.
It's blue.
Mm-hmm. And we do get a forfeit at 135 pounds. That'll now bring the score 31-9. It also brings up 140 pounds. We're going to see Now we're going to see Zach Steinenkamp Sr. out of Glenwood City taking on junior Ryan Smith for your Raiders. Russell's on the edge of the mat. The right leg is right there for Schmitty. He kind of went cross body to the other leg. That right leg is right there. Ryan's got to look for that right leg. It's there. Oh, it's right there. Now he gets it, finally. And secures two right into a cradle. Looking for the fall. And there it is. Ryan Smith of Hudson wins by fall over Zach Steinenkamp of Glenwood City. That'll bring the score 37-9. Brings up 145 pounds. We're going to see junior Mike Smith taking on senior Phil Bates for your Raiders. All right, Smith out of Glenwood, Bates out of Hudson, 145 pounds. Let's see if Phil can get back on the right track here with a victory after losing that first match. Phil secures two, takes Smith to his back, looking for the fall. Not going to get it. They're going to go out of bounds. And out of bounds we go. It should be a 5-0 lead though. Just a mere 23 seconds into this first period at 145 pounds. There goes right into wrist control. Now he's got a 2-on-1. Smith working the edge of the mat, just slowly creeping over there. Looks like Bates got hit in the nose, and we'll take a blood timeout. All right, here we are back with 1:23 to go in the first period after that blood timeout by Bates. Up 5-0. Still being aggressive riding, cuts him 5-1 now in favor of Bates. Smith looks for an ankle pick on Bates. Bates goes with a nice duck under to take a 7-1 lead. Now he goes right in with the legs and a power half. He's got 58 seconds here. Let's see if he can work this power half. Referee's in there looking for potentially dangerous. Nope, stalemate. 38 seconds to go in the first. This goes right into a deep waist armbar. Looking for a tilt here. Looking to step over with this armbar now. Figure four's the head. He's got 25 seconds to secure the fall here. Phil's got to lift with that right leg and throw his hips into him. And Phil runs out of time, but does take a 10-1 lead into the second period. Smith's choice. Smith's going to take top, put Bates down. Why not? He hasn't had any luck on his feet or on the bottom. Let's see what top does for him. Let's see what Phil does on the bottom here. Second period. Bates up to his feet. Doesn't control hands though. Can go right into a standing switch here maybe. Looking for it. Standing switch is there. Phil wants it. It's right there. Standing switch. And does get the reversal to take a 12-1 lead. Now Phil's running the half. Out of bounds we go. This goes cross body. Maybe looking for the legs. And we get it potentially dangerous. Minute 14 to go, still 12-1, second period. Bates goes crossbody again. The half is right there for Phil. Now if Bates get the half up there, the half is right there. And out of bounds we go. Still 12-1 with 34 seconds to go in the first. Second, I'm sorry. Phil looking for the guillotine here. And their fall is coming. Phil's got to scoop his, now turn his hips up. Slowly turn his hips up. That should be it right there. That looks pretty flat to me. There it is. Phil Bates of Hudson wins by fall over Mike Smith of Glenwood City. Extending the Raider lead 43-9. Brings up 152 pounds. To see if we're going to go with our regular lineup. Yep. We have senior Matthew Volts out of Glenwood City taking on senior Kyle Crane of Hudson. 152 pounds. All right, here we go. 152, Crane versus Volts. Crane does a nice, no, he hasn't secured the takedown yet. And gets the first 2 points, takes a 2-0 lead. Crane will cut him. Crane looking to work on his takedowns, work on his feet. Crane goes into a Russian. See if he goes into a McCarty from here or a slide by. Then goes in with a low single. Got to pop his head out of there. And there it is. Crane wins by fall. That brings the team score 50-9 now and brings up the match of the night. We're going to see senior Garrett Bonney, ranked second in the state in D3, taking on junior Nick Larson, ranked third in the state. Last year at this duel, it went to overtime with Bonte securing the victory. Let's see if Larson can reverse it this year, come up with his own victory. Larson doing a little head snap, looking heavy, maybe going from that head snap into an ankle pick. Larson looks for a slide by. Last year this match was the very same way, very defensive. I think it ended up maybe 2-1 or 3-2 or something like that. Bonte comes in for his shot. Larson blocks. On the edge of the mat, Larson tries to get heavy on him. And out of bounds we go. Larson looks for the slide by right into an ankle. That was a nice combination. Slide by into a pick, shot, reshot. Pretty quiet thus far in the gym. Everybody knows the two quality wrestlers we have out on the mat right now, both Glenwood City and Hudson. Go Nick. 14 seconds to go in the first. Bonte looking for maybe a low single, little motion going. And that's how the first is going to end, 0-0 into the second. Bonte has choice. Nope, I believe Larson had choice. Defers and Bonte will start the second on bottom. Bonte up to his feet quickly. Larson trying to follow. Oh, the McCarty was right there for Larson. Oh, I wish he would have tried the McCarty right there. As it is, Bonte escapes, takes a 1-0 lead. Larson looks for a single. Now he looks in for another single. Nice looking shot. Johnson trying to run the front. Larson trying to run the front head, which is good. Make Bonte carry the weight, but Bonte goes right in on a low single. And gives up the takedown right on the edge of the mat with 1:08 to go. Bonte takes a 3-0 lead halfway through this match. Larson up to his feet, picking hands, Bonnie hanging heavy. Bonnie takes Larson back down, covers. Larson's got to get up in the high. He's for sure got to score and escape in this period. Take down the second period, go takedowns for the victory. Larson up to his feet. Larson trying to get up to his feet, Bonnie just trying to ride. No real attempts even to turn Larson. He's just trying to control him and not let Larson get the escape. Bonnie takes him back down. Locked hands, there it is. All right, Larson does get a technical point. Bonte did lock hands when Larson went back down to the mat, or he had locked hands and didn't release when they hit the mat. So Bonte will take a 3-1 lead into the third and final period, 160 pounds. Larson has choice. We'll start on bottom. We didn't get the escape, but we got the locked hands, the scenario we're looking for. Get a quick escape here and look for a takedown for the victory. And we're going to get a caution on Larson. Larson taking his time, looking for some hand control before he comes up and gives him the leg. And out of the bounds we go. Minute 43 to go. Larson's got to go to work here. He's got to get up and out of here. Bonnie doing a nice job of riding. Larson trying to work this into a cradle. Larson trying to crawl forward. Now Bonnie tries to throw the legs in. And we get stalling on top. Stalling warning on Bonnie. It's good. Larson's just got to go to work now. Larson's got a minute 2 to go, still trailing by a score of 3-1. Oh, we're going to get Larson's second caution. Bonnie getting real active on top now with that caution, making it look busy.
Get some hand control. There you go. Watch the legs.
Larson's got to turn in. He's got to turn in here. Down to the final 35 seconds of this match. Larson's got to get busy. Bonnie doing a real good job of riding him, though. And out of bounds we go with 19 seconds left in the third and final period.
Up right away.
Kessler looking to turn it in. Turn it in. 2. 2. That's 2. Oh. Oh, and that's how it ends. Dang it. I thought Larson had the reversal, but didn't. Garrett Bonney wins by a score of 3-1. That's team score. I got 50, but the scoreboard says 49. And the scoreboard is right. I was wrong. 49-12 now in favor of your Raiders. Brings up the final match of the night where we're going to see 10th ranked Drake Kessler taking on freshman.
Hold up. Stay sitting down. Stay sitting down.
Why, my head getting in this? Oh, as I was saying, 10th ranked Drake Kessler taking on freshman Derek Schindler. Final match of the night. Be a good test for Derek. Kessler goes right into a low ankle. Hey, how's it going? Good. Kessler looking to bar up Schindler. Maybe looking for a farmer's bar here. They're right on the edge of the mat, so Schindler's got to come up to his base on this one. Get his hips back under him, and he won't be able to work that bar. And out of bounds we go. 31 seconds ago, first period. Kessler up by a score of 2-0 over Schindler. Schindler gets up to his feet. Kessler takes him back down, looking to bar him up. And that's how the first period ends. 2-0 in favor of Kessler over Schindler. Schindler is going to choose neutral. Derek looks for a shot, but no setup there, especially in a collar tie, front headlock. Now Derek's trying to work his way into a single from his knees. Kessler's still running the front head. Schindler looking for a short drag here. Oh, the short drag is there. Short drag is there. Oh, does not work. And Kessler puts Schindler on his back, looking for the fall. A lot of time left. Schindler in a bit of trouble here. Come on, Derek, fight out of it. Schindler trying to fight his way out. Schindler's got to try to get parallel with him and then roll through. Derek doing a good job of fighting it off. There it is. Drake Kessler of Glenwood City wins by fall over Derek Schindler of Hudson. That will bring the final score 49-18 in favor of your Raiders. Short break. Next up, we have the Somerset, what is it, Spartans? See you in a bit. All right, here we are back for our third and final duel of the night, where your Hudson Raiders are taking on the Somerset Spartans. This duel is going to start out at 200. I'm going to get my sheet out here. 215 pounds, where Somerset's got two guys listed, so we'll try to listen to a name call by the fans and coaches. Nonetheless, Hudson Raider Nathan Eby looking to go 3-0 on the day. Eby does secure the first 2 points of the match, takes a 2-0 lead with a minute. Clock is running. Or I'm looking at the wrong clock, I'm sorry. We just switched mats, so I got to switch clocks. Eby's got near fall coming, looking for the fall. Come on, Ebes. Eby looking to finish it right here. There it is. Nope. Wrong mat. I'm sorry. There it is. Nathan Eby of Hudson wins by fall over Somerset. Eby goes 3-0 on the day. Nicely done. Gives the Raiders a 6-0 team score lead. Yep, they went. Yep. All right, next up, heavyweight. Not sure, we again got two wrestlers listed for Somerset, but for your Raiders, we got senior Clayton Truler. Truler looking to score a takedown here. Nice scramble for the heavyweights. No points scored though. Depends on which weight he's at. It's the same wrestler. All right, we're down to the final 25 seconds. Still no score in this heavyweight. That's how the first period is going to end, 0-0. Somerset heavyweight tries to throw the legs in. Still not sure who's wrestling for Somerset. Looks like I just heard parents say Jeremy. So we got junior Jeremy Kelly for Somerset taking on senior Clayton Truler. Jeremy trying to get near fall. Clayton does a nice job of bellying back down. Truler trying to get up to his feet. Kelly looking for possible banana splits here on Truler. And he doesn't get it. Truler looking for a reversal. He's got to get that right leg out, and there it is. Clayton Truler gets a reversal, takes a 2-0 lead. 35 seconds ago in the second period at heavyweight. And out of bounds we go. All right, Clayton's got 20 seconds to ride him. He needs to ride him out this period. We don't want to give him one because we know Kelly's going to take down to start the second to try to tie it up at 2 apiece. We need Truler to ride him out. Kelly's looking and gets his own reversal. Ties the match up at 2-2. Dang it. Just what we were talking about. Now we know Kelly's going to take down instead of going for... Oh, come on, Truler. He's got to face him. Oh, doesn't quite get it. So we're at 4-2 now. How do we get 4-2? 2-2, there we go. 2-2 into the second. It's Kelly's choice, and looks like we got a little blood timeout. All right, here we are back after that blood time, start of the second period. Looks like Kelly's going to put Truler, nope, Kelly is going to go down to start the third. Darn, I was kind of hoping Kelly put Truler down. That'd have been in our favor, in my opinion. All right, let's see if Clayton can ride him out. Kelly went for an immediate switch right off the whistle. Let's see if he does it again. Clayton's got to grab an ankle and does. Clayton did learn something from that last switch. But Kelly does get it anyways. 4-2 now in favor of Kelly out of Somerset. Now it's up to Truler to get a reversal again. We've had 3 reversals in this heavyweight match. You don't see many reversals in heavyweight matches. Kelly trying to dig an arm out. Now Kelly trying to get those legs back again. Well, the banana splits last time did not work in Kelly's favor. Now Kelly's looking for a cradle. Looks like Kelly does have it locked up. Let's see if we can turn him. Oh, and he does turn him. There it is. Jeremy Kelly wins by fall over Clayton Truler of Hudson. Truler does go, I believe he went 2-1 on the day. Yes, he did. Truler did go 2-1 on the day. Not a bad day for Clayton. That is going to tie the team score up at 6 apiece. And it's also going to bring up 103 pounds, where we're going to see freshman Robert Leroy for Somerset taking on senior Jordan Baumgartner. Unless they're going to forfeit. And Baumgartner, can't talk tonight, does get the forfeit at 3. That'll give the Raiders back the lead at 12-6. And we'll bring up 112 pounds, or it looks like they're bumping up their 3-pounder. I'm guessing that's Robert Leroy because he looks pretty small. Freshman out of Somerset, bumping up from 3 to 12 to take on freshman Nick Nelson. Nelson's got to fight this off now, not give it up. No control yet. Nelson's got to look to get out of bounds. Oh, and he gives it up right on the edge of the mat. I am hearing somebody say Bobby, so yeah, this is the 3-pounder for Somerset that bumped up to 112. Nelson up to his feet and out of bounds we go. We do get a restart with 1:14 to go. And we got a blood time timeout. Now we're back after that blood time. 1:14 to go in the first. Still 2-0 in favor of Leroy out of Somerset. Nelson looking for a switch or an escape. Does get the escape. Leroy in looking for a shot. Nelson muscles his way out of it. Leroy in looking for another single or a fireman. Nelson's got to get his offense going. Nelson looking for that sweeping single, but he has no setup to that single. Nelson looking to go 2-1. Currently 1-1 on the night, and does secure the 2 points to take a 3-2 lead with 24 seconds in the first. Trying to get some near fall out of this. Now he goes right to a half, right to a half. He's got to keep walking. He's got 10 seconds to go. Keep walking around the head. Around the head. And instead of... That's just inexperience right there. 3-3. Nelson's got to forget about the legs, forget about grabbing the waist. When you're in that half, you got to tie a far wrist. Otherwise, keep the pressure on and keep cranking on him. Walking around that head. You can see Nelson let the pressure off, which allowed Leroy to stand right up and get an escape right at the end of the period to tie this match up. All right, we start the second. As I said, all tied up at 3 apiece. Nelson running that half again. He's got to be careful not to get a fall. Nelson, if he can get a leg in, he gives up the reversal. Leroy goes up 5-3 now with 1:38 to go. Nelson looking for his own reversal. Doesn't get it. Nelson up to his feet. And he tries to do a standing switch, but he was nowhere near in position to hit that standing switch. All right, Nick's got to get out of bounds and get a restart here. He does. All right, he's got 59 seconds to score here. Go, Nick. Nelson quickly to his feet, looking for the escape. Right, he's got to score here, 1 or 2. 2 ties it. And there it is. He's got a cradle in there. Nope, he doesn't have the reversal yet. Gets his 1. There it is. 5-4 in favor of Leroy. Oh, he's out. He's out. All right, Nelson's got to stay in a good stance. He has a tendency to move his arm up. Look at his left arm there. They keep his hands out in front of him and they go way out like a chicken wing. Not protecting his legs that way. Look at that right arm out there. Exposes that entire right leg. Nelson trying to suck in this single. Leroy trying to underhook it, but Nelson may be able to outmuscle it, and does. Right at the end of the period, Nelson takes a 6-5 lead. Now he's got to ride him out. And does. Nelson will take a 6-5 lead into the third. Nelson has choice. I believe, yep, Nelson has choice. And he will start the third on bottom. Leroy trying to get the legs in. Nelson sitting on his hip. Now he's in a better position, up in his base. Now he's going to his hip again. Nelson looking to gain hand control. He keeps trying to do that switch, and he's not in position to hit that standing switch. Now he gets the escape, 7-5 lead. Leroy goes for the duck behind. Boy, I thought they were out of bounds, but the referee Dave Black didn't call it. Bobby does get the takedown, and he goes right for another duck under. Get your hands up! Minute 6 to go in this match, and it's all tied up at 7. Nelson's got to get his hands in front of him and defend himself. He gets really high. That's the 3rd time in a row. He's got to keep those elbows in, keep his hands in position. Look at, he's got his elbows way out at a 90 degree to the wrestler.
Go ahead, Bobby, go! Go ahead, Bobby, go!
Nelson, Leroy looking for that duck under again. Coaches are yelling at him just the same thing as I'm saying. He's got to keep his elbows in and his hands in front of him. Leroy looking for a double. Nelson trying to fight it off. He's got 22 seconds. Probably going to get hit with a stalling call here. Elbows in. 15 seconds. All right, he's got to keep his elbows in. His elbows are way up. Tie something up. Shoot for a single. Anything. No. That is going to be taken away. Dave Black did call 2, but it was clearly after the buzzer. I looked up, and it was a good second after the buzzer. He was up in the air before the buzzer went out. That was not 2, but we'll see if we get it. We have a discussion. Buzzer was out. Let's see what they call. Oh, Dave Black does give the takedown. It's not his fault. He couldn't see the clock. Tapper didn't quite hit him on time, so Nick Nelson ends up losing to Bobby Leroy by a score of 9-8. That makes the team score 12-9 now. Brings up 119 pounds, where Gordon Johnson is going to go 3-0 on the day with a forfeit. Brings up 125 pounds. We'll see what we got. Looks like we are going to have a match at 125 pounds. On the roster, they got Trevor Birch, freshman for Somerset, taking on sophomore Tanner Owens for your Raiders. All right, here we go, 125 pounds. We got Bunch for Somerset, taking on Owens for Hudson. Owens looking to go 3-0 on the day. Almost had a nice shuck for a 2. Tanner's got to bury that head in there, bury that head in there. Look for the ankle, does. He could run this into a takedown, into a cradle. Tanner trying to get this cradle really tight. Does get it tight. Secures 2. Should be a fall coming. He's got a minute 27. Tanner still got it tight. He's still got it tight. There it is. There's the fall right there. Huh? There it is. Tanner Owens wins by fall over Trevor Birch of Somerset. That's going to bring up 130 pounds. Somerset has 1, 2, 3 wrestlers listed. Let's see who they send. Or I guess we'll listen to see who they send. But for the Raiders, you're going to see 130-pounder Austin Koski, I believe. No, we're not. Koski is not. John Renfro Jr. is going to see his first varsity match of the season. So we got Renfro taking on to be determined. Zach, I heard it. We got freshman Zach Thiel taking on John Renfro. What was that again? Thiel does secure the first 2 points of this 130-pound match. Takes a 2-0 lead.
Who is normally 130?
Renfro trying to get to his feet. Thiel looking for a 2-on-1 tilt. Unable to secure. John's up, runs to the center of that mat. Renfro could get a reversal here and does. Renfro does give up 2 near fall, but gets a reversal out of it, so it's 4-2 now in favor of Thiel. Renfro looking for a deep waist bar here, trying to dig that right arm in there. No, now he's looking for possibly a ball and chain. Now cross body ride. Oh, he's got to keep an eye out. That cradle's right there. He's trying to go into that cross body ride into a cradle.
Head up! Head up!
Thiel trying to face him. Renfro just got to hang on. He's got to hang on. And we get no change. So into the second we go. Renfro is down by a score of 4-2. Thiel, Somerset defers. Renfro will go down to start the second period. Renfro goes to a short sit, looking to reverse it here, and does. Gets a reversal to tie this match up at 4 apiece. Now he's looking for the ball and chain again, but he's right on the edge of the mat.
Go, John, go. G-O, go, John, go.
And out of the bounds we go. Restart we get with 1:25 to go in the second period. Renfro's looking for that cross-face cradle again, possibly. He does have the legs in. Cross-face tilt. He's got to elevate those legs. Renfro into the power half. Now he comes hard with that cross-face cradle. Oh, the cradle's right there. It's so close. Thiel's doing him a favor, bringing up that left knee. Renfro unable to capitalize.
Gotta stand up now.
And we get stalling on top. Referee hits Renfro with a stalling warning. That's first one. 35 seconds to go in the second. Thiel goes for a sit. Renfro covers, got the leg in. John trying to get his right arm out of there. Oh, he can't give this up. Oh, he gives it up right at the end of the period. Thiel now takes a, that's it. Thiel does take a 6-4 lead into the third and final period, and he has choice. Nope, we're gonna go neutral for the third. Renfro tries to fight off the single attempt. He's got to keep weight on that hip. Do not give that hip up. Oh, and he gave the hip up. Oh. Thiel takes an 8-4 lead. 1:35 to go. Thiel not doing anything on top right now. Gonna be a stalling warning on Thiel pretty quick. Restart we get with 1:16 to go in the third and final period of 130 pounds. Renfro down by a score of 8-4. Going into this period, it was tied.
Come on, Trevor.
Let's go, Trevor.
Hey, Renfro scores a point. Still got a minute to go. Down by a score of 8-5 now. He's got to get his shots going here and take him to his back. Renfro goes in looking for that single. Got to pick it up. Same thing, right idea, but do it in the center of the mat now.
Go, Trevor.
Oh, wait, I thought it
Trying to come around behind is going to give up another 2. 10-5 now in favor of and that is how it's going to end. Trevor Birch of Somerset wins by a score of 10-5 over John Renfro. That makes the team score 24-12. Brings up 135 pounds, where we're probably going to see Somerset's best wrestler, at least by the rankings. I think we're going to see freshman honorable mention Gabe Flandrick taking on Koya Hawksford. I don't know if that's Gabe or not. Have to wait and see. This is not Gabe. They're going to throw Gabe up, I bet, to Schmitty. So we got sophomore Koya Hawksford taking on yet to be determined. Koya looking for the helm, ends up with the cradle. That should do it. There it is. Koya Hawksford of Hudson wins by fall over Somerset. That brings the score 30-12 and 140 pounds, where now we're probably going to see honorable mention Gabe Flandrick. You know what? Gabe is sitting on the bench over there. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but their best wrestler is not going to take the mat. Again, by rankings, best wrestler. So for Somerset, they got sophomore John Russell listed here, taking on junior Ryan Smith of your Raiders. Schmitty looking for a slide by here, right into a McCarty. Lock it up! Does secure the two. Now he's got to take him over. Got to pull him over. And does. There it is. Near fall's coming. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if we got a 2 count or not. Yep, we did get a 2 count. Schmitty takes a 4-0 lead, looking for the half. Now throw the half in. Not much going on right now. See if Schmitty can get some offense. Dumps his head in there looking for a coffee grinder. Schmitty's got the legs in. Now it looks like he goes to a power half. Schmitty trying to elevate those hips to get him to turn and then come across with that crossface to the far shoulder. Close. And that is the end of the first period. Ryan Smith will take a 4-0 lead into the second. Russell will defer. Smith, I would choose neutral. No, he's going to go down. Schmitty trying to sprawl his way around, hip heist up. Russell's got a 2-on-1 going. Now Smith gets up into a nice, better position to his base. Russell looking for a possible cradle here now. Schmitty's got to be careful keeping that knee away from his head. Schmitty tripods up. Tries for the Granby roll, and Smith gets put right into the cradle. We just got done talking about he's got to be careful putting that knee to the head. Russell does secure 2 near falls. 4-2 now in favor of Smith. Smith looking for a reversal. Does get it. Takes a 6-2 lead now at 58 seconds to go in the second. Right into an arm bar for Schmitty. Looking to turn home's looking good here. Smith in good position.
There you go. That's tight.
There it is, getting there. Smith's got 40 seconds to secure the fall. There it is. Ryan Smith of Hudson wins by fall over John Russell of Somerset. That'll bring the score 36-12 now in favor of your Raiders. Brings up 145 pounds, where I think we're going to see sophomore Austin Bushinger take on senior Phil Bates. But I don't believe this is Bushinger. Maybe it is, we'll have to listen. Bates in on 2, right to his back. And we have an injury timeout. We got 2 takedown. We should get at least 2 near fall, and we do. Bates will have a 4-0 lead before that injury time. Hopefully Bushinger's okay. And he is. We're going to resume with 1:49 to go in the first. Phil working an arm bar hard. Just a matter of time here. Oh, Bushinger tries fighting off his back. Phil's got it pretty tight here. He's got 1.5 minutes to finish it. There it is. Oh, there it is. All right. Phil Bates of Hudson wins by fall over Austin Bushinger of Somerset. Bringing the team score 42-12 now. Also brings up 152 pounds, where I don't know what we got. Tyler Heck is listed, but I know Tyler Heck is at least hurt. But I think they have to report first, so we're going to see if they send Crane out to take the forfeit or bump Crane up to get a match. Well, looks like they are going to report. Looks like we got, I think this is a Bushinger also for Somerset. Going to take on senior Kyle Crane. Crane in on a tie-up. Goes into the inside trip, looking for 2. Should be 2. And there it is. Crane takes an early 2-0 lead. Didn't get it. He did not give it to him. Crane goes in on a low single. Now secures the first 2 points of this match. 2-1 now. Crane cuts him. I think Crane's going to try to work on a few takedowns this match. Last match, he kind of pinned his guy a little earlier, and I believe he wanted to. 4-1 now in favor of Crane. Two after Crane cuts him. Crane with a front head. Let's see if he can score on this. Nice takedown situation, needs to work on. And does. Takes a 6-2 lead. I'm assuming he's going to cut him again with 39 seconds left. And does. 6-3 now with 27 seconds left. Crane goes right into a McCarty. Makes it 8-2 with 14 seconds left. I'm sure you'll try to ride him out now. And does, and that's how the first ends. 8-2 in favor of Crane. Bushinger has choice. Will defer. Crane will choose neutral. Crane does a nice job with the front head, takes a 10-2 lead, 5 takedowns now in this 152-pound match. Crane trying to get his hand out of there. I think he wants to let him go again, and does. A minute and a half to go. Looking for the front head and gets it. 12-4 now with a minute 2 to go in the second. And cuts him again. Crane looks for that low single. Crane looking for the slide by here, right into a McCarty. Just takes him down with it. Secures another takedown, 14-5. We might look to pin him here. Crane working on the bar, looking to step it over. Does, looking for the fall. And gets 2 near fall out of it. 16-5 going into the third and final period, 152 pounds.
Sorry.
Bushinger is going to put Crane down.
Hit him there.
16-5 lead. Crane's obviously going to be looking for a fall in this third and final period. Quickly to his feet. Crane gets a reversal. Another takedown, makes it 18. Near fall coming, looking for the fall. And there it is. Kyle Crane of Hudson wins by fall over Bushinger. That pushes the lead 48-12 now for your Raiders. Brings up 160 pounds where, not sure who we're going to see. We'll find out here. But for your Raiders, we should be seeing junior Nick Larson. I don't see anybody for Somerset out there. Looks like we may take a forfeit. And Larson does win by forfeit at 160 pounds. That'll bring the score 54-12 now. 2 matches to go. All right, at 171 pounds, I think we're going to see sophomore Hayden Dvorak out of Somerset taking on freshman Derek Schindler. Nope, Schindler is also going to get a forfeit. That's going to make it 60-12 now and brings up the final match of the night. 189 pounds. I think we're going to see, yes we are, Isaac Newman Jr. out of Somerset, taking on senior Arthur Van Zandt for your Raiders. The final match of the night. Newman, a solid wrestler. Let's see what Arthur does. He goes for a nice duck behind. He's going to get in trouble here. Arthur's got to belly down. He's got a big hole to work out of now. Arthur got a little careless there with that duck. And we get two near fall or 3 near fall. I believe it is 5-0 now in favor of Newman. Arthur's got a lot of work to do now. In a big hole right off the bat. Nope, 4-0 now in favor of Newman. Newman's going to sit on this hip. Now Arthur's got a hip over just like that. There we go. Newman made a mistake, sat on his hip. Van Zandt capitalizes with reversal, breaking the score 4-2 now in favor of Newman. And Van Zandt is just getting careless here. He's got to slow down and be careful. No change, still 4-2. Now Arthur's looking for a cradle. Arthur possibly looking for another cradle here. Arthur goes to that cross face. Newman trying to hip over Arthur and gets the escape with 6 seconds to go. Dang, I hate that. All we had to do was ride him out 6 seconds. Instead, we give up a point to go down 5-2 into the second period. Arthur may think he's a better wrestler than this guy, but we still cannot give up cheap points like that. Arthur will defer. Newman's going to go down. Arthur takes him right back to the mat. No change of control, but Arthur's got to get going and score some points here. You may want to think about cutting Newman and going back on his feet. Arthur's still working to try looking for a cradle or something, but he can't be loading his hips either. Now he can lock up the McCarty. No, you gotta go inbounds. Oh, he had it locked up, but he just had to turn and go inbounds and not out of bounds. They're looking for a banana split here maybe. Now he goes into a cradle. He can't do that. It's twice he's done that. And we get an escape, 6-2 now. Now Arthur's got to go to work. He's got to score a takedown here before the end of this period. He's got 24 seconds to do it. Arthur looks for the head and arm, gets sloppy, and gives up a takedown. 8-2 now in favor of Newman. Here we go, third period. Vinzant's down by a score of 8-2. All right, Art's got to get busy here. He's got a big hole to dig out and only 2 minutes to do it. Arthur looking for a switch. Let's get this. We need this. There's two. Now we got to cut him. We got to cut him. Get away. Get away. All right, 9-4 now. Arthur keeps bobbing up and down. I don't know if he's got a bad knee going on here or if he's got a bad ankle. But we are going to get an injury timeout. Arthur's got to listen to the coaching. All right, here we are back after the injury timeout. Vinzant is now trailing 9-4 with a minute 40 to go. He does have the ability to score a lot of points on his feet, as long as he doesn't get too sloppy. We know Newman's going to go very defensive now. All right, minute 19 to go, still 9-4. And see if Art can get the throw here. Newman's waiting for it. And we get a stalling call, and Vinzant goes down. It looks like a right ankle. Doing a heck of a job trying to gut it out. Minute to go. There it is, hit it. There it is. And Newman just blows him over. Obviously, Vinzant has got a hurt ankle there. Takes an 11-4 lead. Oh, he's down his hip. Arthur's just got a hip over again. Reach up for that head. And that is how it's going to end. Isaac Newman of Somerset wins by a score of 11-4 over Vinzant of Hudson. That'll bring the final team score 60-15. Next up for the Raiders is the big bi-state tournament, 56 teams down in La Crosse, which starts the 28th and goes through the 29th. If you got nothing to do and you want to see some awesome wrestling, make the trip down to La Crosse. See you later.